Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern Burger King for all of your city building needs. In this video, we will make the entire inside and outside of Burger King. And at the very end of the video, we will place our Burger King in our city. This is the amount of space required to make the Burger King. Here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. Begin by placing 2 light grey terracotta in a row on the ground. 1, 2. Then place 4 grey concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a single light grey terracotta, dig in the ground to the right by 2, 1, 2, place sea lanterns in there with a light grey terracotta on the end. Dig 2 more rows to the right, 1, 2, and place smooth stone in there. Then place 2 light grey terracotta to the right. Then, extending towards the bank of the build, place a light grey terracotta, dig 2 rows, place sea lanterns in there, and then place 6 light grey terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We then want to extend across the entire back of the build, lining up with where we very first started. We then want to extend towards the front of the build and place a light grey terracotta, dig 2 rows and place sea lanterns in there. Then place 2 more light grey terracotta, dig 2 rows and place sea lanterns in there. And then connect all the way back to where we first started. Next, we are going to remove all of the grass block inside of our Burger King. And replace all of that grass block with spruce planks. I was also considering using a checkered pattern of stripped spruce wood to go with the planks. I decided against it because it looked a little too fancy for my liking, but maybe that's something for you to consider. Next, we are going to make the Burger King sign. To do this, we will first of all extend our grey concrete 1 row forwards. We then want to extend up these 2 middle rows by 2. 1, 2. On this left block, place a blue concrete, place yellow concrete to the right, add a row of yellow on top, and then 2 rows of grey concrete on top of that. We then want to fill left and right of everything that we have made in with grey concrete. Next, we want to place 3 rows of black stained glass on top of all of our sea lanterns. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. We also have to add a drive-through window. This is on this side of the build, opposite the window over there. We want to place a black stained glass pane here, with a black stained glass on top, extend to the left, place a white terracotta, and then drop down, just like this. We can then place 1, 2, 3 white terracotta on top of every single light grey terracotta, and we also want to extend across the tops of our windows, and we just want to form solid walls. We can also do this, by the way, inside of the build. So just behind our sign, we are going to add the white terracotta, and we will also replace the grey concrete with light grey terracotta as well, so that the wall matches. We also, however, want to extend our grey concrete 1 row backwards like this so that it sits on top of the wall, and then we will place red concrete on top of our white terracotta. We then want to extend the red concrete forwards at the front of the build, and we want to extend it one row backwards on the back of the build, leaving the sides alone. We are then going to fill the roof in with red concrete. This is one row lower than the rest of the red concrete. Here's a small design choice. You can choose to add blue concrete across the tops of the windows / doors. I'm not 100% certain that I like this better than just the glass, but it does help to further incorporate the Burger King colours, so it's up to you whether you prefer it with or without the blue concrete. Maybe we'll compromise and we'll leave the door alone, but everywhere else we can have the blue concrete overhang. Next, to further help identify that this is a Burger King, we are going to add giant red letters to our sign, B and K. So throw down loom, open it up, place a yellow banner in there with some red dye. The first letter we must make is B, so apply the Pale Dexter, Pale Sinister, Chief, Fess, and Base patterns, and there you have B. Next is K, so apply the Pale Dexter pattern, Bend, and Bend Sinister. And then we will simply apply it to here and here. I would have liked to have written out Burger King, but unfortunately there just isn't room. Next, we are going to dig 2 rows leading from the entrance of Burger King all the way to the end of the grid, and we'll replace those rows with smooth stone. We also want to create a horizontal row of smooth stone that just sits across the span of Burger King, just leaving a gap of 1 in front of the actual building. We can then place ferns in front of Burger King, just like this, sitting behind the smooth stone. And then on the right here, we will remove these blocks and replace them with lime terracotta. And over here on the left, we will And starting from the left, we will place a white concrete powder, 2 yellow, 1 white concrete, 2 yellow, 1 white concrete, 2 yellow, and then 1 white concrete powder. We can extend the white concrete powders all the way to the edge of the grid, and then we can fill the middles of all of these in with cyan terracotta. Next, we are going to remove 3 entire rows of grass from around our Burger King. We are limited to the right, back, and left sides of Burger King for this. With all of that grass removed, we can actually replace all of it with cyan terracotta. This is going to be the drive-through road. As we enter the drive-through on this left side of the road, we want to place a note block here and here, lining up with this fern and smooth stone. Place black concrete on top of the note blocks, and then add another row on top. We then want to place a bunch of 1x1 paintings, preferably all different, that are kind of ambiguous in nature. This is meant to look like an order board. We are then going to place oak leaves starting here, extending through our note blocks and around our drive-through road. We are, however, going to stop placing leaves when we line up with this fern and this smooth stone, where we are now going to switch and replace the ground here with smooth stone. We're also going to place a small road crossing here, so we'll remove these 3 cyan terracottas and place white concrete in there instead. And then lastly, we are just going to place terracotta all the way around the edge of the remaining part of our grid. With the entire outside of our Burger King made, we are now able to head inside and work on the interior. In the back right hand corner of Burger King, we will place 2 blue concretes extending across this wall, followed by a blast furnace, a regular furnace with a detector rail on top, and left of this 2 blocks of iron stacked on top of each other with stone buttons in front of the iron. We will then place a brewing stand here, with a flower pot to the left of it, a trip wire hook above the flower pot. We then want to place a lever here with 3 black concrete extending left, and we will use these blocks to create kind of like a small order menu, preferably using the more ambiguous paintings, kind of like these ones. We then want to leave a gap of 1 in front of the iron and place 2 blue concrete, 1, 2, extend across and connect to the wall. Place an item frame here in the drive-through window with a smooth quartz stair here, item frame, leave a gap, flower pot, and then a lantern. We then want to place red carpet in front of our blue concrete, like this. We are then going to place a brown glazed terracotta here in this corner with an oak leaf on top. Then, along this back wall, we will place, leaving a gap of 1, a light grey concrete, leave a gap, and then a light grey concrete. Stick smooth quartz stairs on top of the concrete with paintings in front of the smooth quartz stairs and polished black stone buttons in front of the light grey concrete. These are self-order machines. We are going to place blue concrete in between these 2 windows extending out from the wall, with a cauldron here, a smooth stone slab here, oak trapdoor above the cauldron, and an item frame on top of the smooth stone slab. We then want to place smooth quartz stairs here, and here, and here, and here, and a smooth quartz stair here, here, leave a gap, here, and here, like this. We will then place end rods in between all of the stairs with red carpet on top of the end rods. Another alternative is to use yellow, but that would be a little bit jarring, to be quite honest. I did also consider adding some carpet to here specifically, but I also found that to be kind of like a little bit much, and I just found in the end it's kind of better just to leave it blank. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, there is your modern Burger King 100% fully completed. However, this video is not over, and we must now add our modern Burger King into our city. I know exactly where this is going. I selfishly built this Burger King so that I could add it into my brand new suburbs. I really wanted one of my favourite fast food places here, so, well, it's going right next to the bowling alley. A bit of Burger King and bowling, who doesn't love the 2 Bs? And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make anything else by me, please check the description below for the Mini City Builds playlist. We have over 100 builds in there for you to enjoy. Alternatively, the sidebar, hopefully the next upcoming video, YouTube, or just check the channel. Consider becoming a channel member today and you will gain access to a cool avatar next to your name, some unique emojis, and access to my mini city design world containing every single build that has been added to Mini City to date. This is well over 100 builds, all chronologically ordered. Java edition only. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.